Thank you. Court is calling 2025 CR 006570 State versus Priscilla Ann Valadez Figueroa. Can I have parties announced?
Duffy Pitlock for the state of Texas, Your Honor.
And Warren Wolf for Ms. Valadez.
And are you Ms. Valadez Figueroa? All right, I'm going to need you to speak up so I can hear and the court reporter can hear. Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I have,
Did you review it with your client?
yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. All right, all of the documents are signed as Valadez. Are you Valadez Figueroa?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Community Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 to 4 grams. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your agreement. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, it's from the moment I met with Ms. Valadez, and the reason I say Ms. Valadez, and I know that it shows Figueroa is on my appointment notice. That's
Okay.
what they told me her name was. She reached out and she says, I want help. I need help. I want to go to rehab. So her family has reached out to me as well, and they said, please help her get the help that she needs. I've discussed with her the plea bargain that we agreed to, and I want to thank the prosecutor for considering her circumstances. Not every prosecutor would recommend probation. And I told her about inpatient treatment, and that's obviously what she needs, because right now she's on parole and she's out on the street and she's picking up a new charge.
Well, here's the problem.
The
parole issue, have they filed
it's
against it?
pending this charge. They won't deal with the parole. You know how it works. You've done this before. They won't deal with it until the state case is over. And I told her I cannot guarantee you that parole will, if the judge grants.
Buckle up, guys. Today we dive into a gripping case charges laid out. Stakes set high and the courtroom tension begins to build.
That parole will accept that and modify your conditions of parole. So she knows that there's still other hurdles, but we need to deal with this.
All right. So how long have you been using?
When did you start?
It's been
All right. I'm sorry. I can't hear you.
on and off for like 8 years.
All right. So how old were you when you started?
Like 15, 16.
All right. So why did you start?
I grew up with my family. The household was just not. It wasn't good. There wasn't nobody that would had. There was always drugs in the house. My parents were not. My dad was in and out of prison, and my mom was either with different guys or doing stuff. So I never had a good family, stable home, or with good support system, with good example, with a good example.
Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
My oldest one is 18. My 18, 16, 13, and 10.
And who are they with?
With their father and his mother.
So really they're with his mother. She's raising the children. All right. Who's Denise Martinez to you?
She was just a friend from the outside.
All right. And why are you homeless?
Well, I wasn't homeless. I was staying with a friend of mine, but that day I had went out and I had got into an argument with them, so I was out there.
No, the way the police reports reads is that this is an area where there are homeless camps, vandalisms, prostitution, and other criminal mischief. And that they're saying you were there with this other person. And so their contact.
The defense reveals a story of struggle and hope, showing a woman caught in addiction and fighting for rehab. It's a raw emotional glimpse into how personal circumstances shape legal battles.
Contacting people who are out there in the tents and everything. And it says, we contacted S1 and S2, that's you and Denise, who were observed camping in public due to the tarps and blankets hanging, several carts and property scattered throughout the area. Excuse me, counsel, yeah. So you were living there.
Okay, yes.
That's what it reads. I don't think anybody leaves a place unprepared and all of a sudden you have tarps, carts with different things. So how long were you homeless? Are you saying you had a place to stay? All right, so why would you choose to go to a homeless encampment with heroin?
I just made a poor choice. I shouldn't have been out there.
But no, here's the thing. We all make poor choices sometimes, but we got to think through and figure out why we are making these choices. You have children. You say you're not homeless, but you go to this homeless encampment. I don't know if you were just going there just to use drugs or what, but you left a home to go to a homeless encampment with somebody who you're saying, I don't know, just a friend or whoever she is. Your story doesn't make sense to me.
Stupid choice. I shouldn't have been out there.
But why were you out there? That's the question.
I was going to pick up drugs.
All right, why is that so hard to say? So when's the last time you were employed?
2017.
So how you been supporting yourself?
And I stayed with my grandma.
Tensions rise sharply as the judge presses on the defendant's homelessness and poor decisions. The harsh realities of life on the streets collide with the law.
Grandmother. I help her.
I'm sorry,
I
what?
stay with my grandmother. I help her take care of her, and I help around the house. And I just have my friends that help me out here and there.
All right, and what's your grandmother's name?
Francis Trinidad.
And when you say you help her out, what does that mean?
I just help her like clean the house and help her around the house.
Okay. And are there any children in that home?
Ma'am.
And have you ever had any mental health issues?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's your diagnosis?
Anxiety, depression.
And obviously, since you're on parole, you've been to prison before. Is there any gang affiliation with you from being in prison?
No.
Any gang affiliation? Sorry?
No, Your Honor.
Any gang affiliation since you've been out of prison?
No, Your Honor.
All right, tell me about those tattoos.
There's guys that I was with that I just.
Okay, so those are guys' names over here. What's over here? And what's this beneath the eye?
It's a heart.
And what's on the hands?
Roses, a peacock, my kids' portraits.
Mhm. And the
flowers.
And the hearts on the neck?
Just, I like hearts.
All right. This is what the court is going to do.
We see a deeper side: mental health struggles, family dynamics, and tattoos telling hidden stories. It's more than a case. It's a human story full of scars and survival.
The court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. The following will be in custody: TAP evaluation, a referral to felony drug court, a referral to Esperanza Court, MIC evaluation, and follow recommendations. There's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting. Once you complete that, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. How far did you go in school?
11.
All right. I'm going to require that you obtain your GED or either some sort of trade school certification.
I'm in GP right now and computer, I'm just waiting for other openings.
All right. There's going to be proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no contact with Denise Martinez, Francis, Trinidad.
The sentence drops with a mix of punishment and opportunity. Probation with strict conditions that could change a life or break it.
There's to be no residing with the elderly. And for the court, that's anybody who's 60 or older. And there's to be no residing with minors. There's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. $60 restitution to Bear County Lab for testing. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Yeah.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, we can go off the record.
The judge closes with tough but heartfelt advice, challenging the defendant to choose her future wisely. It's a raw call for responsibility, motherhood, and hope amid struggle.
Here's the thing. If you have no intention of being a good mother for your children, don't contact them. You can write them a nice letter and saying, hey, you're not in a good place. You don't see yourself being in a good place anytime soon. I wish you well. Send them prayers, send them money, but don't come breezing into their life. Because I can tell you right now, their paternal grandmother probably has her hands full dealing with the grandchildren that she's raising, dealing with the son who's probably staying with her, but is not bringing anything to the household other than just bringing children and causing chaos. So while you're at the jail, you need to sit down and think, what do you really want out of your life and really want for your children? Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And by the way, don't get any men or relationship people tattooed on your body. These are the safe bets. Your children, if you get their names tattooed, because you're always supposed to love your children, but get them